What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Cardinal, and I want to welcome you to Ghetto Gourmet BBQ. It's that time of year, y'all, so let's get it. Oh, yeah. Alright, you guys, this is what we're working with here. We got some beef spare ribs. It's pretty cheap. Only paid like 17 bucks for it, so let's get it. Alrighty, let's get ready to start working on this silver skin, pulling that off. You know, this is the most difficult part about making ribs, but if you make them and you leave it on, it does something to the flavor and the consistency. So it's better just to get as much of it off as you possibly can. If you can't get it all off, at least try to get most of it off, because on the second one it just kind of broke apart on me. Tried to get most of it off, but can't win every game. Sometimes you just yank it on this thing and it don't want to move, man. So just try to remove as much of it as you can and move on to the next step. Don't throw it away, because I like to use that when I make like greens or green beans or little side dishes, because you can add that in and render the fat, and add some fat, so you don't have to use butter or oil or anything. You just use that and it gives a real good beefy type flavor to the green beans or whatever you're using it in. So tip from me, do not throw away the silver skin. Just use it as a seasoner for your side dishes. Like I said, it's great to add a little fat or just a little beef flavor. But let's continue to work on this silver skin, trying to remove that. Beef ribs, I don't eat pork, so beef ribs is pretty much where I can go until they start offering buffalo or bison, deer, or something. Uh, Deer ribs, buffalo ribs, bison ribs. But unfortunately, we're not living on a wildlife reserve, so we don't have access to that type of stuff. So I just gotta stick with the beef ribs. I wonder if they sell rabbit ribs or small game ribs. Never see that type of stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna score the back of these ribs after I removed as much of the silver skin as I possibly could, and start seasoning it up. Got some light salt here. I don't want no heart attacks, so let's keep it light, people. Garlic powder, adds a nice little kick to your rib. Leave it out if you don't like it. I have onion powder. This is my little spice blend. Kind of use it every time. Got some ground cumin. It's my little kick right there. Leave that out if you don't like it. But I like the flavor it brings into it. And this right here was gifted to me by my sister. It's an barbecue spice blend, an organic barbecue spice blend from Whole Foods. And it is a habanero barbecue spice blend. So it's pretty spicy, but it's extra delicious. So let's get that side, and then we'll hit the second side and move on to our next meat. I got some chicken I'm gonna do. I wish I had some fish, but I didn't feel like standing in front of the grill the whole time. So you gotta watch fish. Can't just stick that on there and let it go. You gotta kind of keep an eye on it the whole time. So we'll finish this side and leave a comment below and let me know what's your favorite meat to grill. Is it ribs? Is it brisket, steak, loin, beef, pork? Just let me know down below. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looking good. Let's move on to the next. Alrighty, here we have some chicken thighs. This is just left over in my refrigerator. Didn't feel like going to pick up any wings or legs or anything, so I said, hey, I got some chicken thighs. Gotta get rid of them. Might as well throw them on the grill. So we're gonna start with some olive oil. Got some light salt here, of course, as usual. And gonna give a quick little dusting. And got some paprika here. Normally I would use smoked, but smoked paprika is extremely expensive, and it's feeling cheap. Excuse me, it's feeling cheap today. Got some Italian seasoning here. Throw some of that on there. Make it look festive, you know. Give that a nice floral scent to it. Got some garlic. SPG, as some people like to call it. You know who you are. So that's where I stole that from. The Barbecue Pit Boys. That was probably one of the first barbecue shows I started watching on YouTube. And them guys are awesome, man. Go over and check them out. So, the Barbecue Pit Boys. Big shout out to y'all. SPG. We got some onion powder here. At SPG, by the way, it's salt, pepper, garlic. And got some rosemary here. Throw some of these, if we can get the little bottle open, we'll throw some of these. You know, actually, crushed rosemary would probably been better, but or fresh rosemary. You could just stuck the whole leaf up underneath the skin and let that bring some floral essences into the chicken. But all we had is dried, so use what you got. Nothing too fancy here. Let's take a quick look. Dive on in there. Don't put your finger in because it's still raw. But get you a nice little smelling wonderful. Alright, let's get ready to start adding our meats to our very hot grill. First, I'm gonna get this charcoal piled up how I like it, you know. Normally I would just offset it to one side, but man, this grill is really old. It's been through the elements, you know. This past 3 years that I've had it, we've had below zero temperatures for you know, weeks at a time. We've had snow, ice storms, massive rainstorms. So this thing is pretty much seen its better days 2 years ago. So it's coming apart. So right now I just kind of just leave everything in the middle and offset my meats to the side instead of offsetting the flame to one side and having everything, you know, kind of centered. But looking good. Got that up on there. Let's get ready to move on. Get the rest of our food on the grill. And yeah, buddy. Don't you wish you was over here right now? This is gonna be delicious. Alright, we got our chicken thighs ready to go on, and I'm gonna add those to the top grate or griddle on our barbecue pit. So they can be directly over the flame, but not too close to where it's gonna burn anything. I do want the beef a little closer because I want it to cook a little faster, but the chicken, low and slow, all day long. Oh yeah. Alright, we got our chicken on the grill, and everyone over here seems to love barbecue corn. You know, I'm not huge on, I like it barbecue, but I'm not, you know, a huge corn fan. But since everyone seems to love it, had to throw some corn on there. You gotta have some veggies, you know, can't just have meat. You gotta have some veggies. Make it look festive, you know, colorful. Man, I wish I still had my garden. If you got some time, you know, check out my playlist. Go check out the Ghetto Garden, man. You'll see some of the things I did with corn as far as growing corn. You know, it was a pretty cool experience. Hopefully I can recreate it at some point. But right now, we queuing with the Ghetto Gourmet. Alright, you guys, I got a quick side dish I'm gonna create here for you. It's a barbecued candied yams with a nut topper. Well, a nut and raisin topper. So just get you, you can use fresh yams, but I didn't feel like peeling and, you know, cutting and chopping. Yams are not easy to cut. You need an extremely sharp knife and a whole lot of patience to deal with fresh yams, so, or sweet potatoes, whatever you want to call them. But so we're gonna throw some cinnamon on here. I'm gonna candy these yams. We got some apple pie spice. I like the flavor apple pie spice brings into everything, so throw some of that on there. And got some light brown sugar. And I like to leave the bag open and leave it on the counter so it hardens up instead of having it, so much molasses, when you open it. And it's really sticky, so when you open it, it can be extremely difficult to work with. So I just let it harden up on the counter. That way it makes it a little easier to work with. Here's my little twist. I got a peached iced tea, or peach iced tea. It's a Lipton's peach iced tea. I'm just going to add that in for the juice at the bottom of my pan. And I'm out of butter, so olive oil it is. I would have used coconut oil, but I'm out of that too. And normally I would have added honey to this to make a thicker syrup, but the only honey I have is raw organic honey, and it's not liquefied, it's not solidified, so it's pretty difficult to work with unless you're adding it to something to turn it into liquid form. It's because it's raw honey, it still has some of the comb and all that mixed in with it. That's what get rid of if you got any, dealing with any sickness issues, sore throats. Get your spoonful of raw honey, gargle with it a little bit, swish it around. Not only does it taste great, it'll kick it right out of you. Go on, stick your finger in there. You can eat this one raw. Oh yeah, looking good. All right, we're adding our candied yams onto the grill. Oh yeah. I actually like barbecuing when it's not so hot outside. You don't have to. You're already standing over something hot, so it's kind of relaxing when it's cool outside. All right, it has been about 30 minutes. Gonna start flipping everything, and yeah, buddy, look at them ribs. Got our temperature just right, and time to give our first flip. Yep. And I don't like flipping too many times, because I usually finish my ribs inside of aluminum foil. And I normally add butter and lemon pepper at the end, but I was out of butter, like I said earlier, so skip that portion. I just probably just wrap these and re-season them a little bit and let them go inside the foil for about 15 to 20 minutes to loosen the meat up a little bit more. You see that juice? Oh yeah, we are looking good. See, my temperature still works after all these years. We are up almost at 300. Alrighty, we have got to the portion of the grilling where the ribs have pretty much, they're cooked pretty much through, but I like to leave them on, like I said, wrap them, add butter, re-season them, and let them go another 30 minutes because it loosens the meat to where it starts to fall away from the bone. They're done, but they're not fork tender or to where they're falling apart yet. They're not just falling apart yet. So this is a step I don't like skipping with beef ribs, because if you skip it, then you won't get to fall apart, fork tender rib, beef rib. You just get a done beef rib. So if you want these things to fall apart in your fingers and basically taste like brisket, then don't skip this step, man. This is a crucial step. So I had some cheap aluminum foil. You really want heavy, super heavy duty foil so it doesn't just fall apart. Cheap aluminum foil, as soon as it hit one of those bones, one of those rib bones, it's gonna bust straight through it and you're gonna lose all your steam. So don't be like me. use the good aluminum foil for this portion. So I'm gonna season this up for the last time. I'm going to wrap the top. I guess I could have added some type of juice, just to help the process go a little quicker. But I didn't have any beef juice. I didn't have any other type of flavored juices in the house other than that tea that I would actually put on there, and I didn't want to add I've already done a brisket with tea. You can check my videos, see if you can find that. But I didn't want to add any juice type flavor in. If anything, I wanted that lemon pepper butter flavor, but save that for another video. So let's get this wrapped and back on for another 15 to 20 minutes. And almost ready to eat. My blood sugar is dropping. Hungry. We're playing with that grill, and I am hungry. Oh yeah, looking good. Yeah, buddy, gonna dive in there. Looking good. At this point, we're pretty much done. It's time to start sticking our fingers and stuff and smacking our lips together. Let's eat. Oh yeah. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about barbecued candy yams. Oh yeah. We are looking good. Alright, you guys, we have it all plated up here. We have some barbecue ribs, chicken, barbecued candied yams, and barbecued sweet corn. Please don't forget, you guys, to like and subscribe to Cardinal Red Does It All. I hope you guys enjoyed my freestyled recipes. If you have any requests, for something you'd like to see me cook, leave it down in the comment section below. And keep on cooking. Oh yeah.